Hello everyone, today we are flying from Frankfurt-Hahn Airport to Mallorca with Ryanair.
Let's see how is the experience with Europe's most popular low-cost airline like.
When you go online, there are a lot of bad reviews about Ryanair. But on the other hand, it's the largest airline in Europe by both fleet size and number of passengers carried. So now let's take a closer look at our experience with Ryanair.
So we just arrived to the airport. Since we have the basic package, we don't have anything to check in, so that's why we are just directly going to our gate.
And we cannot even check in, right? So if we can check in, that will cost us extra, probably €10 each. So we directly go to the security gate. We have the ticket, so we are good to go.
Of course, when we are talking about Ryanair, we should also mention the locations of some Ryanair airports. For example, this one, Frankfurt-Hahn Airport. The funny thing is, even though it's called as Frankfurt, it's not in Frankfurt and actually not even in the same German state, and it's closer to Luxembourg. So after a long drive from Frankfurt, you will end up in the middle of nowhere. No surprise for this. But this might bring one advantage, right? Parking rates for your car will be lower than any other major airport in Germany. Here Ryanair is the main operator of this airport and you will see that everywhere.
As you can see, not a lot of people are waiting on the queue for check-in because it's an extra fee. I mean, it's a lot of money actually. Imagine you buy a ticket for €40 and you pay extra €55 just to check in on site and get your printed boarding pass. So when you buy your ticket and you don't want to pay extra, you will be seated randomly even if you buy the tickets together with someone. Of course, there are no surprise if one of you get the first row and the other one will get the last row in the plane. And since we want to pay the minimum price to fly from A to B, we skip all the add-ons. Hahn Airport is a small airport and there are only 2 security gates.
And here is a responsible airline passenger who is ready to get security check with no trouble.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you.
Now it's time for the fit check. We never saw a Ryanair staff using this, but just for fun, let's see if we are compliant with the carry-on rules. Because if it doesn't fit, that will cost us extra €24. But what about the other one? Okay, I hope Ryanair will not see this and make us famous on their social media.
At Hahn Airport, you don't find any fancy duty-free shops, but there is enough water for everyone. And also for Burak. So our plane has just arrived and after 2 minutes it has arrived. Now we are boarding to the plane. Everything is just so fast and we are waiting to board to the plane. Ryanair is famous for their fast turnaround time and let's see if it's true or not.
Danke.
Today we are flying with Boeing 737 and Ryanair has 335 of them. Ryanair's planes have their own built-in stairs, which means no waiting around for airport equipment. It helps them to board and unload passengers faster, keeps costs low, and lets them fly to smaller airports. It's a simple but clever way they stay efficient and affordable.
When you onboard, you will be welcomed by the standard Ryanair cabin configuration, meaning you will see the same layout across nearly all the airplanes. They are designed for one thing: maximizing efficiency and keeping the costs low. The seating is arranged in a 3-and-3 configuration with no first or business class. And there is no seat pocket. Instead, you will find safety information printed on the back of the seat in front of you. It's one less place to stash your things, so plan this accordingly. And here we are just hoping no one will sit on the window seat.
The seats themselves are slimline and they don't recline. And as for legroom, if you are sitting in a regular seat and you are not taller than 180, it's just okay. And also pushback has just started. This is probably not their quickest turnaround, but still fine. So far our experience with Ryanair is pretty smooth and we didn't have any delays. The most important things from a budget airline is safety and punctuality, so both are going well for us so far. We even enjoyed a coffee in the sky which cost €3.50. It tastes just like an average. Since there are no in-flight entertainment system in Ryanair, we brought our own IFE system with a tripod. And by the way, this is our favorite Turkish series of all time. Shout out to Avrupa Yakası fans. Unfortunately, we don't have any landing view because we don't have window seat. This was a bit unfortunate with the random seat allocation. But that's fine. Probably you have seen the famous landings of Ryanair. It's well known that they are not the butter machines of the aviation world. Let's now test it with water. Yes, definitely we had smoother landings in our lives.
Okay, so what is the result? Did we like it or hate it? I think we definitely like this airline. It takes you from A to B, mostly with an affordable price. It delivers what it promises. Sometimes there is a catch with not super visible extra costs, but if you know your way, you can easily avoid those extra costs. It's safe and mostly reliable. So this is what you basically expect from a low-cost airline. And we should also mention that today, many European full-service airlines do not provide a full service anymore. It's a bit annoying that you pay 3 times higher, but at the end you get almost the same things. Maybe the only drawback in Ryanair is the operating airports and sometimes flight times, which we can definitely compromise if we are paying something around €40 per person per flight. And with these last words, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.